morning, ladies. It is time for Wellness Wednesday coffee chat, and it's such a bright, sunny day that I am trying this in the kitchen, although usually chaos ensues. So we will see how we go in here. So this morning, I'm finishing up some of my peppermint mocha coffee. So that's where I'm at today. So I hope you're having a wonderful, sunshiny February, heart health, gut health kind of morning. And I want to talk about fat this week because I hear a lot in my practice. I'm doing low fat, or I'm concerned about how much fat when I eat healthy. A lot of times when I help somebody create a meal plan and there's a lot of nuts or seeds or, anything like that on their plan, they'll notice if they're tracking using like an app or something, they'll notice that they never are able to hit their fat goals. So this might be something that concerns you too. And that's why I want to talk about it today. So I want you to just take a breath and let's not fear fat. Okay. First of all, you can go over and check out the blog post this week. I talk all about fat and the role it plays, and why we demonize fat. But just to give you an overview on that, somewhere along the line, probably, I'm going to say it was somewhere around the 1990s. I remember it really strongly in the 90s. Fat-free was all the rage, right? Everybody was talking about fat-free. And we thought that fat-free was the way to go to reduce cholesterol. Well, we didn't know what we know now about inflammation. We didn't know then what we know now, that fat is actually a huge component to mood and hormone balance and all of these other things. So in actuality, now, as we're, retrospect is everything, as we're looking back, we're seeing all of the damage that we did by doing these very low fat diets. So unfortunately, the beat of the drums is still low fat, right? Low fat, low carb, low this, low that. I don't know what we're supposed to be eating if we follow all of these trends, but low fat has been given a very bad image over the years. So one of the things that we should know about that as women is that when we cut back fat too much, we are directly affecting our moods and we are directly affecting hormone balance. So your ability to produce hormones is based on A, how much body fat you have, and B, the amount of fat that you're getting from your diet. So how much should you get, right? How much do we really need? We actually need somewhere between 25 and 30% of our calories to come from fat. When you think about it, okay, so just using round math, so what is that? So if we're looking for every 1,000 calories that your body needs to do what it needs to do, to pump blood, to breathe, to make muscle, to detox, to do all those things, for every 1,000 calories that you need, if a quarter of that should be coming from fat, that's like what, 250 to 300 calories. Most of us are eating somewhere, or should be eating somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 calories. So, I mean, really, you need like 500 calories a day from fat. Now, if you just glazed over, don't worry. I almost glazed over when I was talking about it. You don't need to worry about the food math. What you do need to worry about is making sure that when you're looking at your meal plan for the day, or when you're planning out your meal plan for the day, chaos ensues, you guys, that you're paying attention to where this fat is coming from. Okay. So I want you to look at your plan. And actually, I don't know, can I share my screen? Let's see. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, I wanted to show you my screen. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Share screen, select window, entire screen. Nope. Okay, it's not going to let me. Sorry. Anyway, if you look at a meal plan, right, what you're looking at for the day, I want you to look at what it looks like. Okay, I want you to look at where you have fats, right? So if you, for example, breakfast, if breakfast is oatmeal and yogurt and berries, okay, the fats that you're getting in that meal are going to come from your dairy if you're doing a yogurt that has fat in it. Okay, so that is a more pro-inflammation fat, right? So quote unquote bad fat. So you want to counterbalance that. Fat is going to happen. It's going to happen no matter what. It's going to come into your day, whether you try it or not. Your goal is to look at where it's coming from and what the quality is and try to make it as anti-inflammatory. Try to make it as much of those good fats. And again, I talk about all those on the blog. I'll put a post up if you guys need it that says, you know, what are good fats, what are bad fats. But things like nuts and seeds and olives and avocado and olive oil, flaxseed, flax oil, all of these fish, all of these are really healthy fats, and they help to bring down your bad cholesterol, bring up your good cholesterol. Okay, so in that example, breakfast has one of those quote unquote bad fats. So now we need to find a place to put in some good fats for the day. So if lunch, for example, is quinoa, quinoa is more of those polyunsaturated, so those good fats, right? The PUFAs. So now we've got a good fat and a bad fat. Okay, so how you choose your dinner might be affected by what the beginning of your day looks like or how your next day looks. Okay, so remember, it's not each meal. I don't want you to get like worked up into making sure every meal has perfect fats in it. That is not the point. The point is to look at where they're coming from and more often try to make them those good fats. So butter, great, have butter. Butter's great. Butter's a very good, do the organic, please. Do grass-fed if you can, if it's in your budget. But yeah, absolutely, have butter. Tastes great. It's a good thing. A little bit of dairy fat is not a bad thing. There are actually some beneficial molecules in that we need. Now, if you're having butter slathered on, you know, your breakfast, your toast, and then at lunch you have butter on your veggies, and then at dinner you're having butter, I don't know, butter on whatever, your biscuits, and you're stacking up this butter all day long, that's when it becomes an issue. A little bit of butter here, a little bit of butter to make your cream sauce, right, to go on whatever. Those things are all okay. Oop, here we go, chaos. So I don't want you to fear fat. I don't want you to think that you need to go fat-free. As a matter of fact, I am a big fan of more fat, more calories from fat. So 30% of your calories, a third of what you're eating coming from fat. Just watch your portions, right? Good fat more often, nuts, seeds, fish, whole grains, that about covers it, right? And the bad fats from saturated fats that come from dairy, cheese, meats, animal products, those kinds of things, you want to use those less often, okay? Good fats more, bad fats less. Still need about a third of your calories from fats in general. It's going to help with your mood. It's going to help with your skin. It's going to help with how your joints feel and whether or not you have the raw materials to make the hormones that you need to make, okay? These are all really important things. So I beg of you, don't fear fats. If you need help with meal planning, that's what I'm here for. If you need help with knowing exactly what your perfect prescription is, again, that's what I'm here for. Schedule a time, we can talk about that. And if you have questions, pop them down below. I'm happy to answer those. And next week, when I have my once a month kind of bigger coffee chat that we talk about the big topics, we're going to look at building out a meal plan that has all of these components in it. So that's next Wednesday at noon. And of course, there'll be a recording for that. So I hope this really helped you to maybe not be afraid of fat. You can go read the blog post for more on that. And make sure you check your emails this week, because I have some really great heart healthy recipes coming to you, some chocolate covered strawberries and some double berry recipes and some savory stuff as well. So some really great recipes for Heart Health Month and Valentine's Day. That's all I've got, everybody. I am going to see you again next week at noon. All right. Enjoy the sunny day. Bye-bye.